Hello everybody, today we'll be going over the second grade work, lesson 35, and we'll be going with the place value. So, we've gone over place value before, where we're simply just finding what number is this exactly. We know that there is the hundredth place, tenth place, and ones place, and we're simply just categorizing what is underlined, as you can see, to what place it is. Now, let's look at the number 1. 257. It underlines the 5 in which it is in the middle between the 100 and the 1. So now you know it's in the tens place. With the tens place, you're not simply just going to write a 10. You're actually going to write a 50. This way, it shows that this is in the tens place rather than putting a 5 or 500. You put a 50 in order to signify that it is in the tens place. And this is the actual value of the number. This is not just a 5. If you actually split it up, it would actually become 200 plus 50 plus 9, making this 50. Alright, fractions. Shade in the given fraction and write it in standard form. Now, fractions are simply a way of showing a part of a whole. So what do I mean by a part of a whole? Well, a fraction simply shows what one thing is in a shape, or a part per se. So let's look at number 1. 1/2. So we were given two semicircles in which there's a circle with two sides. So when it's asking for 1/2, we see that it's only asking for 1. So we would put a 1 because it's only 1/2. It's because it's 1/2, the total number of sides are 2. When you were to count, it would be 1, 2, but it's only asking for 1. Therefore, you would put 1, getting us the answer of 1 over 2, which is also 1/2. Let's try another one. Let's do number 3, 3/4. So when counting, we see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 parts in this entire square. So because there's 4 total parts, we would write 4 because this represents the entire shape, how many parts there are in total. It's asking us for 3/4, so not 4/4, but 3. So you simply write 3 because it's asking us for 1, 2, 3 out of 4 parts. You understand? This is very simple. Moving on to multiplication. Multiplication is simply addition, but in a different form. So 7 times 2. Well, 7 times 2 can be interpreted as 7 plus 7, because 2 7s add up to 7 plus 7, which equals to 14. That's one way of thinking about it. Now, what happens if one of it is 0? Well, if it's 0, it's super simple, in which the answer will always be 0 no matter what. Always. No matter what, the answer will be 0. This is the case for whether the number is 1,000,000, number is 2,000, 556. No matter what, if it is being multiplied to 0, it will always be a 0. Alright, word problems. We'll start with number 1. If we have no more time, we can move on to another problem. Tim has a pack of 110 trading cards. Ali has a pack of 130 trading cards, and Jordan has a pack of 185 trading cards. How many trading cards do they have altogether? We're finding out how many trading cards they have altogether, meaning that we're trying to find the total. So Tim has 110 trading cards. Ali has 130 trading cards. Jordan has 85 trading cards. We're trying to add all of these numbers together. Let's take it two numbers at a time. So 110 and 85, because those are the smallest numbers. So 110 plus 85 is 0 plus 5 equals 0, 1 plus 8 equals 9, 1 plus 0 equals 1, and you get 195 trading cards with Jordan and Tim's combined. And we also need to add Allie's because it's asking for the total number of cards. So we'll add 195 to 130. So 5 plus 0 equals 5. And moving on, 9 plus 3 equals 12. But we can't put 12 in the number. We have to move the tens place, or the 100, if you want, whichever way you look at it, to the hundreds place. You move the 1 to the hundreds place, and now you get 1 plus 1 plus 1, which gets you 3. So how many trading cards do they have all together? They have 325 trading cards. Alright, let's try another problem for good measure. Let's do number 4. Andrew spent 3/4 and 1 dime on a toy. He now has 13 cents left. How much money did Andrew have before buying a toy? So we've gone over the value of money before, and we know how much a quarter and a dime costs. So it asks us how much money did he have before buying the toy. So this was his money, and now he has this much left. So if he has 13 cents left, then those 3/4 and the dime equal to buying the toy, which is what you're trying to find, because we know the value of the 3/4 and the dime. So what is the value of 3/4 and a dime? We know the quarter is equal to 25 cents, and a dime is equal to 10 cents. So knowing this, 3/4 would be simply 25 times 3, and we've gone over multiplication before, so this is simply 25 plus 25 plus 25, getting us the answer of 75. So that's one part down in which this is 75 cents. Now, plus the dime, we know a dime is 10 cents, so 1 dime would be 10 cents. So now we know all three numbers. Now this gets us the value of our toy, not the value of our toy, but how much money we had originally, because this represents the money we have left, and this represents the money we spent on the toy. So adding these all up, you get your answer of 75 plus 13 is equal to 8 and 8. Sorry if that's a little difficult to see. But moving that 8, we add that as well to 10, which gets us our answer of 98 cents. So Andrew had 98 cents before buying the toy. Thank you guys so much for listening, and have a great rest of the day.